achieve.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey. Today we are playing a game of Mythbusters, the NFL and Dallas Cowboys version. The reason that we're doing it is an article I read from Dan Graziano on ESPN today, and I do respect Dan and his work. I think he's a good beat writer. I think he gets, I think he has sources. I think he gets good information and all that. But today we are going to do a little bit of a Mythbuster on his headline of the Cowboys aren't playing the Cowboy way on offense. Is that good or bad? And he goes through and he talks about how the Cowboys are not currently winning the time of possession battle in the NFL. They're averaging like 29 and a half minutes of possession instead of just over 30 like they used to the last 3 years. And what does that mean? Time of possession. We've heard that forever, right? If you win the time of possession battle, you're going to win the football game. Well, that is what today's video is all about, because I want to roll down to his conclusion. We'll go over all the information that's in here when we do the show, G-Bag Nation, today from 2 to 7 in Denton, Texas. But I want to read you the conclusion. He says, the Cowboys are playing faster than usual, which has resulted in eye-popping numbers for Prescott and the offense as a whole, but also has led to extra exposure for their defense as a result of reduced time of possession. And for the Cowboys, reduced time of possession increases the likelihood of losing. So while they might expect opponents to start focusing more on stopping their passing games, opponents probably shouldn't take the bait. In other words, what he is saying here is that opposing defenses, while Dak Prescott is averaging about 8.8 yards per attempt, that opponents should be happy with that and let that happen and worry about the running game. That's insane. And we'll talk about a couple of reasons why it's insane. Very calmly and very rationally. This is very much like the if running back X has 25 carries, his team is 17-2 or whatever number it is for whatever running back, and those things are usually true. If a running back gets 25 carries, his team probably won the game. But you know what? It wasn't because he carried it 25 times. Huh? He carried it 25 times because they won the game, not the other way around. What we have here is a correlation causation situation that we have to get to the bottom of. This is what my nerds are always talking about. Now, remember, I'm a tape guy, so you can't just lump me in with the nerds. That's the secret, though. A lot of the football nerds also watch tape. And I'm proud to be a part of the new generation that does both. So here's the thing. Time of possession. Ben Baldwin. He works for the Athletic Seattle. He's done the studies on what happens when a team goes on a really long drive. They have the ball for 14 plays. They take 7 minutes. And in theory, we watch the game and we go, man, this defense is exhausted. They don't have a chance next time out there. They're going to be in trouble. But factually, there's no correlation between long drives or time of possession leading to your defense being in more trouble the next time that the team gets the ball. The most important things in football are, it's not time of possession. It's not how many times your running back gets the ball. These are not the reasons that you win games. These are the byproduct of you winning the game. My guy on Twitter at PFF_moo. Moo. Like a cow. Moo. He's one of the head nerds at Pro Football Focus. And by the way, when I say nerd, it's not an insult. I'm a nerd. I have board game miniatures out there that I'm going to paint one of these days. And I'm going to go play Warhammer sometime this weekend. So basically, he was talking about in this conversation about time of possession. Time of possession wins football games. And his tweet for the nerds. Time of possession explains point differential in a game with a, and then he speaks in things that I don't know, R up sign 2 at 0.22, not even much for in-game sample. But when you account for things to strive for, like being more efficient on a per-play basis and moving the sticks more often, time of possession becomes insignificant. So time of possession is not winning football games. When Dan Graziano writes that the Cowboys are going to lose games because they're losing time of possession, no. But if they lose a game, there's a decent chance that they'll lose the time of possession battle and that they'll have lost the game because the other team was more efficient on a per play basis, because the other team converted third downs. It's not some concerted effort to let's make sure we wind the full play clock and let's make sure we, like, I've always heard that, like, well, you got to run the clock, so you got to run the ball. The clock runs when you get a first down. The clock runs when you complete a pass. The goal for an NFL team has to be at all times, what am I going to do right this second that gives me the best chance to convert a first down? What am I going to do on this drive that gives me the best chance to end with points? When I get to the point where I'm ready to score points, what can I do right now that's going to give me the best chance to get 7 instead of 3? If you succeed at those things, then the byproduct will be you'll get to the fourth quarter and you'll hand it to your running back because you'll have already won the game. And so you'll hand it off because if I accidentally throw an incompletion, I want the clock stopped now. What's the point? I don't need any more points. I don't need to achieve those goals anymore. The only goal now is to let the stupid clock run out so we can all go home because we already beat them. And we beat them by being more efficient on a per-play basis, by converting on third down, by getting first downs, and by scoring points. Your running back getting the ball 25 times a game does not cause you to win. Winning time of possession does not cause you to win. But if you go out there and you do the things that actually cause you to win, a byproduct of those will be that you end up handing it off to that guy. A byproduct of getting a bunch of first downs and scoring a bunch of touchdowns is that you'll probably win time of possession. Those are byproducts. Those are not goals to strive for. Just wanted to do a little myth busting in the NFL today. Yes, you'll probably win time of possession in most of your wins. Unless we could harken back to, what time is it? 12 hours ago when the Texans beat the Colts. Colts won time of possession. Colts won the turnover battle. But you know what else the Colts did? They ran the ball 30-something times, and then they were throwing the ball 20-something times, and they weren't doing it all that efficiently. And the Houston Texans were throwing bombs to Will Fuller, and DeAndre Hopkins was scoring touchdowns. So they were more efficient on a per-play basis, so they won the game without winning time of possession. Time of possession does not win football games. It's a byproduct of the things that actually win football games. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for stopping by to my TED Talk. And please listen from 2 to 7 on 105.3 The Fan. But who is your favorite time of possession monster? Who's your favorite fat running back of all time? Leave that in the comments today. Check it out, 1053thefan.com. What? 1053thefan.com. Check that every day. YouTube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh is where my YouTube resides. I love every single one of you, and I will see you on the radio.